Welcome back to Quick Flicks. We're about to recap this entire movie in under 15 minutes. Let's get started. The pilot receives clearance for takeoff and prepares for departure. She rallies the crew with enthusiasm about heading home. He thanks his companions for their escort, promising to meet again next year. He gestures for the group to follow him, leading the way. A team discusses the incoming information regarding their task. He reassures others that he has the necessary item in hand. He admits uncertainty about the object but promises to send coordinates. She prompts him to share information before sending anything back. He confirms he is wiring the first batch of data, awaiting verification. He expresses satisfaction, concluding the business transaction with confidence. A shocking revelation leaves them stunned and alarmed. On arrival, he exclaims with relief about returning home. He greets the team with excitement upon their return. A team member expresses gratitude for their safe return. He inquires about his partner, realizing she has been waiting. She mentions a missed deliverable, indicating they were late. He understands the urgency, noting their package is heading to Bermuda. He warmly welcomes his chief back into the fold. A brief interaction reveals chaos among the team. The team realizes reinforcements are approaching their position. They urgently seek information about Red's location amidst the chaos. Multiple agents report negative findings while searching for Red. They identify Finkel as a new player in the ongoing situation. Frustration mounts as they find no trace of Red in key locations. The search intensifies as agents pick up a vital radio communication. They receive a report about an armed snowcat moving north. The command calls for surveillance on the identified snowcat. Agents brace themselves as containment barriers start to deploy. Code names are exchanged as the pressure escalate for the ground units. Tragedy strikes as they acknowledge agents are down in the field. Raising the barriers indicates a shift towards containment. They track the snowcat, making a sharp turn on Candlestick Street. An officer reports a significant breach in their security dome. Panic ensues as the director realizes they have lost a crucial asset. The search intensifies for Red and the team scrambles for answers. Urgent discussions highlight the ticking clock to Christmas Eve. Information surfaces about a possible high-tech heist involving a plasma torch. They deduce a technical vulnerability played a role in the breach. He reflects on his friendship with Kevin and his motivations. Kevin seeks to hang out with Piper, causing conflict over absences. He feels betrayed, deciding to take revenge by giving Kevin more absences. Kevin gets caught and reports the incident, prompting further retaliation. In frustration, he slashes Kevin's bike tires as a warning. He receives advice about being discreet in his hacking activities. The mentor stresses the importance of not trusting anyone completely. He dismisses the importance of the winter pageant preparing to practice. His friend encourages him to participate in the pageant, wishing him luck. They discuss how difficult growing up can be and its impact on relationships. He reminisces about a recent good conversation with his kid. The conversation shifts to his work obligations as he prepares to leave. They exchange Christmas greetings, hinting at underlying tensions. A sense of urgency arises as unexpected trouble looms on the horizon. Someone ominously hints that they know about his actions. He is confronted and pressed for information about his mysterious work. He plays coy, claiming ambiguity and trying to diffuse the tension. Under pressure, he reluctantly admits to his involvement in a dubious job. Red 1, also known as Santa Claus, is abducted from the North Pole. Stolen data pinpointed Santa's secure and classified location. A shocked character learns about Santa's kidnapping and demands to know the details. Jack is introduced to Callum, who reveals Jack's ignorance about his mission. Confusion ensues over Jack's knowledge of who hired him. A character suggests shaking Jack for information. Tensions rise as a character expresses distrust toward Jack. Jack's resistance prompts the team to discuss forceful interrogation. Conflict arises over the use of a watch list implicating Jack. Jack's level 4 naughty list status shocks the group. An argument breaks out about torturing Jack for information. It is suggested to put Jack to work instead of hurting him. Jack claims he can find where the kidnappers might be hiding. He mentions a tracking system he secretly installed. Jack is enticed with an offer of triple payment to cooperate. Jack confidently declares that the culprits are in Aruba. Plans are made for entering Aruba amidst reservations about the operation. A character decides that drastic measures are necessary for change. The character focuses on fearing nothing as they plot their next move. A character borrows energy, setting the stage for a more significant plan. Discussions of Christmas preparations are interspersed with intense planning. A surprise revelation about toy stores being portal stations is made. Practical discussions about vehicles lead to humorous disagreements. He demands compliance, emphasizing the seriousness of the situation. The tension builds as he insists on urgency. She questions the intentions behind the directive. He warns her to be cautious, especially around the robots. He explains his role as Santa's protector, defining his duties. She is surprised to learn about the extensive preparations involved. He clarifies that they work tirelessly to maintain the magic of Christmas. She suggests a more efficient method, but he disagrees. He explains there's no substitute for Santa's unique abilities. He adamantly insists about Santa's irreplaceable role. Time is crucial, and he insists on readiness for action. He instructs her to retrieve the weapon for their mission. She completes the duplication process, eager to proceed. He plans to target the first name on the list. She bids farewell, wishing him luck in their endeavor. He dismisses her words, revealing his ongoing commitment. He expresses excitement about the tasks ahead. She questions his enjoyment of the work, evoking his pride. He confidently claims his expertise in gift wrapping. He demands to talk urgently, threatening consequences if his order is ignored. He counts to 5, indicating that action will follow if they don't comply. The threat of violence lingers in the air as he emphasizes his seriousness. He confronts the others, expressing his annoyance and urgency. In the festive spirit, he gives one last chance to resolve the conflict. One character reacts to a disturbing revelation, shocked at what he sees. Confused, a woman demands to know what's happening between the men. He asks for a moment, trying to manage the escalating hostility. He promises to join her for boba after settling the situation. They demand information about a specific person, clearly frustrated. There's tension as they warn him against pursuing the issue further. A character feigns ignorance, attempting to defuse the situation. He mocks their appearance while prioritizing his plans for drinks. Another character challenges bravado, contemplating imminent violence. He insists it's in their best interest to leave as tensions rise. The air thickens as he drops a hint about his powerful connections. He reveals he sold classified information, escalating the stakes. The revelation of Arctic coordinates raises alarm among the others. A shocked character realizes the serious danger of the situation. The technician provides surveillance footage from the previous night. They identify a mysterious figure in the footage. One character jokingly claims the suspect is a shape-shifting ogre. They discuss the difficulties of tracking shapeshifters. The team reflects on the suspect's threat of punishment. Concerns arise about the absence of negotiation in the kidnapping. Their only lead turns into a frozen obstacle. Frustration grows as one member blames another for lack of information. They outline their usual methods for tracking magical criminals. A team member admits they're inexperienced with witches. Discussion turns to unauthorized magical activities around the world. They uncover a couple of significant magical events in various cities. Details indicate the suspect's recent conjurations in Germany. A brother connected to Nick is mentioned in the investigation. They theorize that the suspect is collaborating with Nick's brother. Concerns grow about Nick's potential location under magical concealment. One character emphasizes the urgency of their mission. They plan to brief high-level leaders about the unfolding situation. Preparations include the dire possibility of no Christmas. Red expresses discomfort about the naughty list of misbehaved children. Despite Red's objections, his brother becomes obsessed with the list. The brother starts punishing kids, which infuriates Red. Red takes the list away, leading to an irreparable rift with his brother. The brother, unable to forgive, joins forces with a witch. They punish children in various Nordic territories for years. Their partnership eventually crumbles, ending badly. They learn the brother's name is Krampus, a name laden with menace. A character warns about facing Krampus and the witch's dangers. They decide to sneak through a dungeon to find Nick. They plan to quietly pass the guillotines to avoid detection. A cautionary reminder emphasizes not touching anything unusual. A character questions another's humanity, hinting at hidden truths. Feeling unnecessary, one character considers leaving the perilous situation. The sudden appearance of hellhounds forces them to stay alert. A frantic plea urges distraction to evade the hellhounds' attention. A character tries to establish authority, claiming they are not thieves. An accusation arises regarding a stolen piece of gold from a dark lord. A character reflects on their troubling choices and troubling motivations. Another character expresses disappointment over another's destructive choices. A character expresses disappointment about not finding Grandpa. He tries to explain they're looking for Grandpa. The group acknowledges their search was misguided. He reveals Grandpa was taken by the witch. He suspects the witch was recently present. Accusations arise about past connections with the witch. He reflects on the witch's former glory and collaboration. He emphasizes having moved past his dark ways. He recalls his time trying to impart morality. He admits that any punishment now is for pleasure. Concern arises over the witch's recent intentions. He recalls a past gift the witch seeks to reclaim. The gift, a snow globe, holds a sinister secret. Her desire is to inflict punishment on all. He insists on the urgent need to find Grandpa. He questions why he should help find Grandpa. She pleads that they need Grandpa more than ever. Firm resistance follows her insistence. He's warned about the consequences of entering. Demand for allegiance is proclaimed. She apologizes, acknowledging her limited response, prompting surprise. He admits to misjudging her character after her display. She recognizes his unexpected loyalty in staying behind. He suggests finding their ally to initiate their plan. She encourages him to express their mission to save Christmas. Despite hesitation, he finally relents and says their mission. They both cringe at his lackluster enthusiasm for the phrase. She questions the significance of a mysterious snow globe. They analyze the potential motivations behind Greeley's actions. She presents a new idea on punishing their adversaries. They speculate about the witch's immense power and its implications. He makes a sarcastic remark about a bizarre incident. She nervously reacts to a peculiar present addressed to her. He insists they avoid the haunted piano obstructing their path. She insists on opening the bizarre gift in front of them. She confronts him about his absence and questionable gift. They argue about their lack of communication and intentions. She frantically searches for her lost child amidst the chaos. A character declares a new level of danger in their predicament. He outlines his sinister plan to collect everyone on his list. They discuss the witch's intention to produce more magical traps. The team realizes Nick might still be at the North Pole. They confirm the complex relies on Nick's power. A team member speculates that Nick never left. They notice the absence of O'Malley's signal. Another member realizes O'Malley is under the dome. The team attempts to connect with Partridge for updates. Partridge is confirmed to be in contact with the director. Cal comforts MC, who is anxiously baking cookies. MC reveals she's baking macarons, anticipating Nick's return. MC's excitement is dampened by the realization of Nick's dislike. The team discusses the true identity of the shapeshifters. They conclude the North Pole has been taken over. A team member explains the bizarre situation involving Santa. They learn the witch has stolen magical snow globes. These globes are designed to imprison naughty people. The urgency heightens as they discuss the stakes. The team realizes they must move quickly to save Santa. O'Malley's location is suddenly detected nearby. Fred returns, ready to help locate O'Malley. The revelation of shapeshifters complicates their mission. They trace an old tunnel system beneath the workshop. Dylan questions if their troubles stem from his actions. Dylan's father admits he hasn't been a good parent. He expresses a desire to change and improve for Dylan. The atmosphere shifts as family bonds begin to mend. Dylan's father reassures him as they search for friends. Dylan wishes for Wonder Woman as a toy to come alive. Dylan's father finds and embraces him with relief. Dylan is introduced to his father's friends at the North Pole. His father welcomes him to the whimsical setting. The team marvels at the restored Oko Toplicator's capabilities. The system abruptly shuts down, leaving everyone confused. Cal realizes she intends to deliver the snow globes alone. They conclude the sleigh cannot lift off without him. Plans are made to disrupt the hangar's access point. Chief Garcia inquires about a missing person. Grella's exit is thwarted as Cal catches up to him. Cal begs Nick to wake up, desperate for his recovery. Jack refuses to abandon the fight, despite the danger. A confrontation ensues, revealing the villain's disdain. Cal's ex-lover arrives, complicating the standoff. Each side prepares for a bitter confrontation. Cal issues a bold challenge, ready to fight. Cal encounters Nick, relieved they are reunited. Cal grateful for his assistance, they exchange pleasantries. Cal insists on working together despite earlier tensions. Excited calls reveal a critical update from Partridge. Dylan prepares for the imminent launch, urging quick action. The crew receives clearance for takeoff as countdown begins. Team members marvel at Claus's incredible journey. Cal reassures Nick, emphasizing the importance of perseverance. He expresses his desire to remain on the mission. The commander eagerly accepts his commitment. They exchange a determined look, solidifying their alliance. One character jokingly wonders if they have saved Christmas. Another enthusiastically confirms that they indeed saved Christmas. They are filled with excitement and disbelief at their success.